Happy Monday. Today we're going to talk about one of the, maybe I want to say little known secrets to marketing your private practice, but maybe it is known and people perhaps just don't do it. So what am I talking about? Well, you know me, I use a spiritual lens to interpret private practice as a business and to support you with that. And what I want to share with you today is that if you feel like you aren't getting results from your marketing, it's possible that one of the reasons for it could be because you are doing too much, meaning we're out of balance energetically. The yin and the yang is out of balance. That powerful, forward-moving, action-focused, masculine energy is taking up so much of your space that it's crowding out the feminine energy. And that feminine energy is largely about getting into receiving mode. Okay, so getting into receiving mode. So ideally, what we want to do is put you in a place where you are intentional about your energy. And you know what? This is really hard. Like I struggled with this too. Before I went to Dalesford, I was completely in my masculine, and even though this is what I practice, even I was unaware at just how out of balance my energy was. So it's, you can absolutely be forgiven if you don't realize that you're in a particular energy. Of course, it happens to all of us. But I think by setting an intention at the beginning of the day to say, okay, how do I want this day to look? What would I like to really achieve or accomplish or tick off today? But also, who would I like to be today? How do I want to look after myself today? How do I want to rest and restore and replenish? And this is the thing. I think, I don't know about you, but for me, I always equated, feeling tired at the end of the day with a signal that I must be doing something right. Like you can only be successful in your private practice if you're exhausted or if you're running yourself into the ground. And for me, that can look like making 1 million Etsy products in a day and really exhausting myself to the end of the day and going, wow, that was a good day's work. But what happens is if you just stay in that masculine energy, and you will know it now you're hearing me talk about it, you feel exhausted. And if you continue to do this, like you feel exhausted, and then you go and you have dinner or you attend to your family commitments and stuff like that, and then you Netflix and chill or whatever it is, and then you go to bed, and then you wake up and you do it all again the next day, and you haven't allowed enough space to focus on the feminine, to focus on receiving, to focus on self-appreciation, supporting yourself, feeling good, like feeling really lit up, feeling really nourished and healthy and well, then what can happen is you have a few days of that exhaustion and a few days of the Groundhog Day, and then you're like living for the weekend. And if this continues, what happens is you don't see results anywhere near as quickly as your colleagues who do take time out for themselves, who do allow themselves to step away from the computer, like it's totally safe to step away from the computer. And you run the risk of perhaps even heading into burnout. And of course, I absolutely don't want that for you. And that's why I'm sharing with you, just how important it is to do things that fill your cup. And to give you an example as well, like I have, at the moment, I've got 5 coaches. 5 coaches. I shudder to think of the total investment that I've spent on that, but it's absolutely worth it. Each coach helps me with something different. But anyway, I was talking to my coach on Friday, and I was sort of saying, this week my numbers haven't been where I really want them to be because, I'm tracking everything, because I think I mentioned that I'm doing a 30-day challenge for myself. It's something I want to share with you. But of course, I test everything before I share it. So and my numbers for the project that I'm tracking weren't where I wanted them to be. And then we sat down together and we're sort of unpacking how did the work week go. And straight away, within a minute, I could see I'd been totally in the masculine. Anywho, he says to me, well, let's get you back into the feminine. I'm like, absolutely. So I start doing the things, and we came up with some ideas that I could do that make me feel good. So for me, I love hanging out with Gabe, my little fur baby. I don't know if you can, there he is. He's having a little sleep on the couch. So I love to hang out with him. I really love reading. I really love my cards. I really love journaling. So that was my commitment. I said, yep, I'm going to do that. I didn't do any of those things. However, what I did do was I listened to my body, and my body was like, do you know what? I really want pizza and Ben and Jerry's. Now, I can't remember the last time I ate food like that. Like my food has been so clean and healthy for months now. But my body was just like, this is what I want. So I thought, I'm going to do it. So I did it. And I haven't had Ben and Jerry's ice cream for like, I don't know, 20 years. I don't know. Has it even been that long? I don't know. But it felt so good. I don't know why. I was just like, oh, this is fun. Like I don't know, I guess because it's not an everyday thing, but I thought that was so fun. And then I went to bed that night, and I didn't do an oracle card reading or a tarot reading for myself or anything like that. But what I did was I thought, I'm going to look for some new cards. So I've got, you can see behind me on my bookshelf there, or this one here, this bookshelf, it's full up. I've got about, I'm not even lying now, I've got about 50 or 60 decks, and I love them all for their own reasons, but I'm always on the lookout for them because I've been feeling like something was missing. So anyway, I go into Booktopia or Book Depository, whatever it was, and I was just scrolling down, having a look at all the cards, and I was smiling, I was happy, I was loving it. Yes, I found some cards, I ordered the cards, I can't wait to get them. And you know what? I realized as I was laying there in bed, just scrolling through all the different card decks, that I was smiling. And I thought to myself, isn't that interesting? Like I had this awareness that I was smiling. Anyway, closed the phone, did my meditation, went to sleep, woke up the next morning. What had happened, somebody's booked a business reading for tarot. So super exciting. New members joining the groups, super exciting. Outstanding payment came in overnight. Amazing. Plus there were more sales on Etsy, and there were 4 inquiries for coaching and supervision all around sort of marketing private practice. So it just goes to show that, and even when I woke up this morning, it was really lovely because I woke up to a message from a lady who purchased something from my Etsy store. So yesterday I gave myself the day off. I'm getting better at my boundaries on weekends around social and not spending so much time on my social media. I just kind of like pop in, check things and pop out, because I really want to have the weekends, to decompress and to recharge so that I can be my best during the week. Anyway, so I woke up this morning and there was a lady and she purchased something on Etsy and she needed some support with that. So I jumped in, I said, oh, what's your order number? And and I had a look, and I was so blessed because she purchased a whole bunch of things. So it just made me really appreciate the power of being in your divine feminine space, or being in, balance with that yin and yang. And it's evidence to me that when I step away from work, I receive. And it feels so counterintuitive to do that. But when it comes to marketing your private practice and receiving inquiries, receiving bookings, receiving referrals, it's something that's required. You need to spend less time pushing and pushing and pushing. And it's actually not about pushing. If I do lots and lots of posts all about, hey, I've got availability, hey, I've got a cancellation, hey, come and see me, it's a pushing energy, right? If I push at you, your natural inclination is to lean back, right? Swap the energy. Show without telling. Lean back, let people lean into you, let people come to you. And that's what attraction marketing is all about when we use these spiritual tools and processes. So it's not about what are you doing wrong, what do you need to do more of, what other platforms do you need to be on. No, you don't have to do any of that. It's about how do I be? How can I tune into the feminine right now? That is the secret to, or one of the secrets to filling the diary with inquiries and bookings from perfect for your practice clients, not perfect for my practice, because your clients are always going to be, destined for you and earmarked for you. They're not coming to me. So you've got your own clients out there, but you're not in a space where they can connect with you yet, because you're in the pushing and you're in the doing. And you know what it's like, have you ever been around a busy person? Like, you just don't want to be in their space because they're running around and they're running around. I remember I used to work at a place and there was this lady and she was always busy and always flustered and never had time for anything. It was repellent energy. Whereas one of the doctors, he was always kind of like laid back, That was very, I wanted to be in that energy, and I'll go to him. And I would be in that energy and he would come to me. So that's what I mean. So if you're being busy, you're repelling clients from coming to you. Take a step back, nurture yourself. Even if you just try this for 1 week, I bet you start to see results. Anyway, I love helping private practice owners with marketing. And a girlfriend of mine yesterday said, hey, no one knows you do it. So I thought I'd share with you today. I do it. If you need help marketing your private practice and you're interested in learning how I do it in a way that attracts clients and manifests inquiries and bookings and sales and all that, even while you sleep, I would love to help you with that. And there's a new program that I'm working on at the moment called Marketing with Soul. It's just a short program. You can do it one-to-one or as a group, and it's all so structured, and we're going to do everything. We're going to get your niche sorted out. We're going to get messaging sorted out. We're going to put your systems in place. We're going to automate things. It's all going to get done for you. It's the clients on demand on, I was going to say on steroids, but that's not the word. It's clients on demand version 3.0. So this is the third round of clients on demand, which is a marketing program for private practice owners, but it's been improved and updated. Okay. And if you were a previous client of clients on demand, you have access to it when it's released, complimentary, free of charge. All my clients in that program get lifetime access, even to all the upgrades. So if you're interested in that, I haven't started promoting it yet, but there will be space for 5 people in the group. Otherwise, it's a one-on-one. So, let me know if you're interested, and I can pop you on a wait list to send you some more information when it becomes available. But in the meantime, take on board what I've said today. Let me know in the comments what you're going to do today to, make yourself smile. Okay, have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you later. Bye.